Hey gamers, what's up? Muzz here from L1 Games with a live video for you. I don't really have time right now to edit and get anything up, so I thought it would be cool to just do a live stream, talk to the camera for a minute, and let you guys know what's going on. The coronavirus outbreak, everything that's happening with the closures and the self-quarantining and the businesses and all that's happening right now is now finally really taking its effect on L1 Games, which is a little crazy. I just walked through the mall a little bit ago, and it looks like I would guess 80% of the mall is closed right now. So it begs the question of why I'm even here. I'm trying to figure that out as I get things done. Some of the small businesses are open in the mall, and I talked to a few of the owners, and we're all just wondering what's going to happen. Now, me, I have a contingency. I always have. I keep a little bit in the bank just to keep me running in case anything crazy happens. So I'm good for a while. It also, though, leads to the question of what I do for my employee. Make sure he's paid. I mean, this guy has rent to pay, a car payment to make, and everything, and I can't leave him hanging in the wind. So I have to consider that. I have to consider what I'm paying for rent. If I'm closed down, whether the mall is closed down or not, I don't think them asking me for full rent is really reasonable. So I'm expecting maybe for the month of April a a storage charge maybe or a prorated rent charge of some sort, but we'll see how that works out. I don't even know what to think of that or how to approach it. So I just bumped into the mall manager out there as I'd done a walkthrough of the mall before I opened. I'm still not open, honestly, but I figured I would stop him and talk to him. So we talked for about 10 minutes, and you know, I guess it was the answer you'd expect. Corporate is talking about it. Corporate is, going to come up with something, but I just wanted to make my thoughts heard, so I brought it directly to him, and that was pretty good. So we'll see what's going to happen. I really think they should just shut them all down at this point. If I'm looking at 80% of the stores closed, I mean, I walk through, there's a sign on every door. Every gate is pulled, every door is closed. Cinnabon, some people came in, but it looked like they were closing up too. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And what kills me is some of the things that are open are in the food court. And I'm like, that's the last place I'm going to go right now. I'm not having someone prepare me food. I'll go home and cook my own food, but whatever. So, that's basically what happened with me this morning. I did my walkthrough of the mall and I looked at everything and talked to the mall manager. And I'm just waiting to hear from the mall to see what's happening. And, hopefully they'll be emailing us sooner rather than later. I would like to know well before April what's happening for the month of April, because a lot of these stores, they don't even have dates of when they're going to reopen. Some of them say March 28th they're going to reopen or whatever, but who knows if that's even the case. So right now I'm just wondering if it's better to close my store and just not be here. If I'm not making money, I mean, what's my time worth on an hourly basis? I don't think I don't think it's reasonable for me to be here if I'm not going to make any money. I mean, I could be at home doing projects, working on the house, playing video games, really, for that matter, rather than being here and sitting at the front and two people walk in all day and may or may not buy something. Monday, I made $6. $6. I was open all day. I worked a double that day, and I made $6. I mean, what's the sense of being here? If my time is worth, let's say, $30 an hour, then that's just utterly preposterous. Why am I going to be here 10, 12, 13 hours and make $6? It makes no sense to me. So, yeah, that's everything that's going on. And I was also considering what to do for my employee. I had mentioned it earlier a little bit. And I just, I don't want to leave anyone hanging. I'm not going to say, hey, maybe the government will give you a stimulus. They're talking about giving everyone $1,000, or saying go to unemployment and you'll get some money because he needs money now. So maybe I just bite the bullet and pay him for the next 4 weeks and say, make me up the hours later. I trust the guy. I know he would do it. So that's really where I'm leaning right now, and just kind of going to the bank and I don't have to go to the bank, but go to the bank and figure out, how much it's going to cost me to keep him employed while this is going on. And, frankly, I could not pay myself if I'm not working, and I'd be okay with that. Again, I have a reserve, I have a contingency for, disastrous things, so I'm not too worried about what may or may not happen. Sorry, I just touched the screen. I'm not concerned with what may or may not happen if I don't get paid. I can deal with that. If any major things happen around the house and I need money, I can always just withdraw it from L1 and write it off at the end of the year or something. So I consider it a bonus to myself. But that seems like the logical path right now. Reduce or just not pay myself for the next few weeks and pay my employee and have him work it off down the road once things are back up and running. So I could take you out. You want to see the mall? Let's go look at the mall. Forget it. Why not? My phone's plugged in here. We're live. Let's be spontaneous. Let's go look at the mall. So my gate's closed right now. But this will give you an idea of what's happening here. And within eyeshot of my store, there are a couple open. Gotta unlock it. So Scene 75 is closed. The anchors are pretty much closed. I think JCPenney is open, but Macy's just announced they're closing. So we got Foot Locker closed, House of Hoops closed, Chris Golf Store looks like it's a Spencer's is open and FYE is open. But if I go down the hall here, it's crazy how many are closed. All the big chain stores are closed. So let's go take a look. But no customers. What could it be? The amazing spaces are just like arcade games and stuff, so they just pull up the gate and leave. A few mall walkers, they're here. Those folks are in the highest risk range, age range. So I think that's a little crazy for them to be here, but whatever. The blue line is closing down. I don't think it has anything to do with this, but here's an example of a lot of the signs I'm seeing hung on mainly down this strip where everything is pretty much closed. To protect the health and well-being of our customers and employees and following the direction of local authorities, this location will be closed until April 2nd. But I mean, who knows if it's just until April 2nd, right? Premier 7 closed, American Eagle is closed, Banana Republic is closed, Buckeye Beat is closed, Forever 21 is closed, Buckle is closed. Everything down there is pretty much closed. And that's pretty much what we're seeing on the first floor too. So, I mean, how many stores are open in this mall? There's 190 total stores, 192 total stores in the mall. Let me think. We're probably at about 90% capacity. So, there's a few stores that are closed. Maybe 15 stores are closed, somewhere around there. And then all the stores that are occupied but closed. That's just a huge percentage of the mall in general. So I have to wonder if it's worth being here. Here's Foot Locker's sign. At Foot Locker Incorporated, the health and safety of our community remains our top priority. This store will be closed until further notice, but we encourage you to visit us online, blah, blah, blah. We appreciate your patience. See, no date on that one. And there's a Kids Foot Locker down the way, it's closed too. So, and like I said, there's no date on a lot of these. So if there's no date, what's the point? I mean, well, if there is a date, what's the point of putting it on there? A lot of them have the dates. We'll be opening March 28th on a few of them. We'll be opening April 2nd on some of them, whatever. And it's like, you don't know that. You don't know when you're opening. I don't know if I'm going to be open. So why are they putting these signs up? Welcome to the back room. Why are they putting these signs up saying that they're going to open on these dates when they can't guarantee that at all? I don't know if I would call it irresponsible or just stupid, but I guess if I were to put up a sign, I would just say until further notice. So I don't know. And it just leaves me in this weird empty spot. Sorry, let me lower that. Weird empty spot. Like, what do I do? Do I close? I feel like the mall isn't giving us direction. Maybe at least not this month. Because if they close the mall, they lose money. But if they keep it open and the tenants decide not to open their stores, then they can say, well, it was your choice to close down, so you owe us full rent, which is basically why I'm here right now. Because if I'm paying rent, I should be here. Well, I'm not open right now, but you saw how many people are out there. The majority of people we saw were mall walkers, like, 5 or 6 of them, and then a couple of people straggling through the mall. What are the odds that those are my customers personally, So at this point, I got some things to do at the house. I'm building a feature wall, I'm building a cabinet. Like, I could be at home doing that right now. That's really worth more of my time than being here. But if I'm paying to be here, I may as well pull open the gate and see what it's like for a few hours. I've paid my employee through the week, so he'll be here this weekend. Maybe if the weekends are okay, if I make a few bucks, maybe enough to float his payroll for the week, I'm happy. And I'll just let him come on the weekends and work. That way it justifies some of the money I'm putting into his pocket and at the same time helps float the store. But I don't even know at this point. So I just thought I'd do an update and let you guys see what was going on and talk about what's happening here. I don't know if anyone else is doing this, so I think it's a good opportunity for you guys to see yet another facet of what I do here at the store and some of the things I have to deal with. I mean, this is a first time. It's not like I'm used to this kind of scenario or anything. I'm actually learning it as I go and figuring out how to deal with it as I go. I'd say the smartest thing I've done so far is always making sure I've always called it my cushion, but it's a contingency plan just in case the worst case scenario happens. And my thing was always, if I can pay myself, my employee, and my rent for 6 months, I'm gold. I don't think any disaster could last longer than that. Although who knows with this one? Some media outlets have been saying as far as into April, but as far as into August. So if that's the case, then I'm really going to have to rethink what I do and how I do it, and whether I even want to continue to pay rent here at the mall. Even if they offer me a pro rate, or if they say we're just going to do $300 a month for storage, so like all my stuff is stored here in the mall. Okay, fine, I'll pay a storage fee. If they say that, then I'm gold. I'm fine for as long as they need it. Great, no problem. But if they want to tell me I have to pay full rent while this mall is looking like this, while there's no business, while stores are closed down, there's 10 people total in the mall, then we're gonna have a real issue, and I might have to have someone take a look at my lease and see what I'm I'm allowed to do, I guess would be the word I'm looking for, but what I'm entitled to, I guess. So we'll see with that. I don't know. I just don't know what to expect right now, and I don't know if people are going to come just to see me, just to check out L1 Games. I mean, yeah, I think my store is cool, but I don't think it's that cool. So we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm just going to get out of here. I'll probably do another video like this very soon, just to update you guys and let you know what's happening. And I actually have my digital distribution video edited, ready to go. I may just post that today since I have nothing better to do. So look for a second video today or tomorrow. I might just bump up my schedule and throw that out and let you guys have it. It's like 25 minutes long. It's just me ranting about video games. I broke out the sunglasses. Where are they at? They should be behind me. Broke out the sunglasses for that video. I should have done it for this one because this is just ridiculous. And I want to do nothing but bitch about what's going on. But I mean, how can you help a pandemic? It's not like I could say, I mean, there's a lot I could say about how the government has responded to it and how we should have had in place a pandemic response team and we didn't. But I don't want to get political, and I'm going to leave all that alone. So we'll just gloss over that. But yeah, so I'll do another live stream real soon just to let you guys know what's going on, update you on everything. I'll go ahead and I'll post my digital distribution video too, just so you have some real edited, produced content versus what I'm doing right now, which is just off the cuff, and keep you guys informed of everything that's happening here at L1 Games. So with that said, I'm going to get out of here. I see a bunch of you have passed through and watched a little bit here. I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon. You'll get updates for future videos. Check out L1 Games on Twitter, L1 Games on Facebook, L1 Muzz on Instagram. I do have lots of content I put out there. There's stuff you don't see here on YouTube, little videos of game consoles and random tweets, all that stuff. So check those outlets out. You can also check out L1 Streams on YouTube here. I do the occasional live stream, and when I do, that's where I do it, so I don't muck up this channel with a bunch of live stream versus my vlog style videos, which is really what I'm here for and what I'd like to do. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for your support, especially in this crazy, weird time that we're in right now. I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching.